Hey Rollettes and Rollers, it's me, your girl Anita, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I have my beautiful daughter Kayla here with me, who I've missed so much. Kayla is home for college this weekend, and she's a little under the weather.
Yes, very under the weather.
But many of you have been asking me a lot of questions about her, so I figured why not do a Q&A and let you guys ask her questions, and then she can answer them for herself. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to just jump right into these questions because we have a very busy day ahead of us today. So, I'm going to start with the questions from Instagram, and then I'm going to move on to the questions from YouTube. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so, you alright? Alright, so question number 1 is from Unforgiven19, and she wants to know, oh, first I want to say, sorry if I have to look down, you guys, and I'm not looking into the camera, but I gotta read these questions, so just bear with me. So Unforgiven19 wants to know, what do you love the most about school and living on your own?
What I love the most about FIT.
Speak up just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
That's
what I
okay.
love the most about FIT is, well, I don't know. I just like the school as a whole. I like how diverse it is, and everybody's like very creative. And I like that everything is centered around fashion, so that it makes like class like easier and more fun because I'm actually interested in it. And like all the professors, they're like really good, and they all have like a lot of experience in the fashion industry. And I like how many opportunities like there are like at my school, like through like internships and like jobs and stuff. And like people from like big designer brands are always like coming to visit my school and stuff. And then for like the living on my own part, I just like living on my own because I don't know, I like doing things by myself. I like being independent. It's really not that bad, and when you live in New York, like it forces you to learn how to do things on your own, and I like it because I don't know, there's always something to do, and I feel like I'm doing a lot better there. Yeah.
And I'll just add that I was a little nervous about her moving to the city, but I actually worry about her less in New York than I did here. Isn't that funny? That's crazy.
Yes, it's funny.
Alright, so question number 2 is from
I'm so sorry.
Love and Design XOXO1, and she wants to say, well, hers is kind of like sort of like a piggyback on the first question, and she says, are you liking the freedom or would you rather be at home?
I like the freedom. Why would I want to be back here? New York is where I belong, and I've known that since I was like literally 3 years old.
Yeah.
And I like being on my own. Like I'm a very independent, adventurous person, so the adjustment was not hard at all because like I've always known that this is what I wanted to do. So like why would I be homesick? Like, no. New York is my home. I'm like reverse homesick right now. I want to go back to New York.
What about us? You don't miss us?
I miss you guys, but if I could like pick you up and take you to New York, that's what I would do, but I feel more motivated living there, and I feel like it's easier for me to be independent and do like get my life together.
Yeah. But I think you're doing really well. Like I think that was I personally, I know y'all didn't ask me, but as her mother and her dad feels the same way too, we think like this was a good decision for her because, you know, I think if she stayed in Maryland, like it's easy for kids to clutch onto their parents when their parents are still around and able to help them out, and like here, like she does call, but like she's good. Like she's good. Okay, so number 3, it says how are you liking it? So Pamela, wait a minute, y'all, bear with me. Pamela Loverny Handbags asks, how are you liking it so far?
I love it. I wouldn't change my school for the world. I feel like if I went to a regular college, I would not be as prosperous as I am right now. Like I feel like everything is falling into place. And I have a lot of opportunities, and living in New York is just great. Like there's so much to do. Like I literally, like once you move to New York, you do not want to like go anywhere else ever. Like I love where I live at. I love my school. I love my friends. Like this was the best decision I ever made. So yes, I like it a lot, and I do not see myself changing schools ever.
Okay, so what do you like most? Okay, Candleman asks, what do you like most of all about FIT? I think you kind of like answered that, but you can summarize it.
The diversity, the fashion, the opportunities, everything. I like how small my school is because it's like easier to function. And like the teachers pay more attention than you because the classes are like because the classes are like high school size, and I don't know, it's like a community. I like that about my school. Like it's not overwhelming at all. It's great.
Okay, and then Roses Are Red 234 says, Have you experienced any homesickness, and how have you dealt with it?
I have not experienced any homesickness, like, whatsoever. Like, I got there and I was like, oh my gosh, I like it. And then I come back to Maryland, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go back to New York. Like, I feel homesick when I come back to Maryland. But, like, when I'm in New York, I feel more comfortable than I ever did, like, at home. Like, I'm not talking about, like, in the house. Just, like, in Maryland.
Yeah.
Like, living here as a whole. So, no, I haven't experienced homesickness, but, yeah.
And you guys, I'm just gonna add, like if you don't know, if you're new to my channel and you don't know, my husband is from Brooklyn, New York. He was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So Kayla has been going to New York since she was an infant. Like, she's very familiar with the city. She's always known that, you know, she either wanted to be in New York or she either wanted to be in LA. But like I said, we thought she was going to New York for dance, but she ended up going to New York for fashion, because she is a trained dancer. She trained for years. But she switched over and got into fashion.
Fashion is for me.
Yeah, so, oops, hold on 1 second.
Just go here, go here.
Thank you, babe. We're right here. Okay, so thank you. So Loving Me Jam wants to know, how do you stay focused and not shop in a city that offers so much fashion?
Okay, well, the way I don't shop is because I know I'm going to be broke. Because everything in New York is expensive. So if I do want clothes, I'll go to thrift stores. But also, like, the majority of my clothes are thrifted anyways. Because I just feel like you can find more stuff like that. But I have a job too, so, like, it's okay if I wanted to shop, like, it's fine. I, like, try to, like, for the stay focused part, like, I feel like having a job helps me stay focused, because I know that, like, I need to find time to do my work, like, in between that. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm really good at balancing my life out and saving money. So I don't really know how to answer that question, but I'd say that everything is so expensive, so that's what prevents me from shopping.
And how did you learn about money?
Her, because she constantly tells me about saving money. Yes.
And I started teaching you that when?
I don't know, a long time ago.
We taught her the importance of, like, finances and saving your money, and not, like, just going out and just buying things because that's what you want. So she does have a job, but she does save her money. And I'll be like, are you okay? Do you need any money? And she's like, no, I'm good. I have $12, but I'll be okay. I'm just kidding. But no, she's like, I'm good. So the last question is from. There's more. Oh my, no, this is the last one from this one, but then we have to go to YouTube. So the last question from Instagram is from TJ Decorates Home. Hey TJ girl, hey. She says, what is it like being on your own without your parents? So
it's fine. I mean, I feel like I'm confident enough in myself, and I have enough, like, knowledge that they taught me to be on my own and be independent. So basically it's just like, if I need anything, I'll call them, but it's cool. It's like the same thing. I'm just taking what they, like, taught me while I was living with them, and then just, like, applying it to my own life. Like, it's not that hard. As long as you listen to what your parents say, like, it's easy to be independent.
Oh, thank you. And thanks for listening to the lessons that we tried to, the lessons and the values that we tried to instill in you. So you make us proud.
I'm so sorry for coughing.
It's okay, baby. Oh, okay. All right, so now we're gonna move on to YouTube. And so the first question is going to be from Linda Kitts. Hey Linda. She says, what are some of your extracurricular, well, she says, what are some of your curricular activities, and what has been the most difficult for you adjusting to college, if any?
Okay, well, for extracurricular activities, it's kind of hard at FIT because they only have, like, clubs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and all of them run at the same time. So I'd say my extracurricular activity is my job, because I work on those days because I don't have classes. So I work a lot. I work in retail, so I feel like that's helping me towards, like, what I go to school for, which is fashion business management. And also I do yoga too, and that helps a lot. And I'm, like, very into, like, meditation and stuff, so I'd say that's a part of my extracurricular activities too. And for the difficult part about adjusting to college, just honestly, I say the food is the difficult part, because, like, the dining hall food it's okay, but I'm a vegetarian now, so it's alright. You just have to find out what you like to eat. That's such a weird thing to, like, say it's hard to adjust to, but the food is the hardest part to adjust to.
Yeah, and
I'm picky.
And then like in her dorm, like they can't have a microwave, they can't have a refrigerator. The setup is really weird. So basically all of her meals she has to eat in the dining hall. They do have like a communal kitchen, right?
Yeah, it's in the basement.
But you don't want to leave your food down in the refrigerator.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to leave she don't want to leave her food down there because y'all know people can be nasty and then go eat your stuff and all that stuff. So she makes it work the best she can. You know, a lot of kids go to college and gain 15 pounds.
I lost weight.
I'm like, you don't need to lose any more. You're going to disappear. So Big Mama's house wants to know. She says, hi, Anita, and hi, Kayla. Hey, Big Mama's house. She says, how has it been going and adjusting to a roommate? Adjusting to a new schedule, adjusting to a different meal planning, and adjusting to the college environment.
Okay, so for your first question, adjusting to a roommate, I mean, it's interesting because I've always had my own room, so like it's weird to end up having a new roommate, but you guys just have to like know your boundaries and know like what each other like likes and doesn't like, and like it's easy to like coexist. You just have to find a way to balance it out, and you don't have to be best friends with your roommate. You just have to be able to live together and function together, so that's not that bad. And for adjusting to a new schedule, it's not really that hard because the way I planned out my classes, like I still have free time, so it's not that hard. For meal planning, like I said, it's just finding what you like because our dining hall is really small because my school is really small, so we only have one dining hall. So it's just finding what you like and knowing when to rotate the things so you don't get sick of certain things. And adjusting to college environment, it was easy because I like my school, like, and I was, like, I already knew, like, from the moment, like, I visited the school last year, like, I knew that was a school for me, so, like, it hasn't been hard at all. And my college environment isn't, like, a normal one because it's so small. So really, like, all of New York City is my campus, so it's different. That's a good, I like how you said that, all of New York City is your campus. So, Marcia Anderson, hey, Marcia, she says, Kayla, how are things, She's asking me if I miss you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I miss my mom. That's why I call her home. And then we have hour-long conversations. She calls me every Thursday morning. Every Thursday morning, without a doubt, she'll call and and it's so sweet because she'll be like, I just called to say hey and see how you're doing. And I call and I check on her, you know, throughout the week or whatever, every day. I'm getting better now, though, don't you think? Like, I don't call you as much, but since she's been sick, I call and I'm like, make sure you're taking this, make sure you take your medicine and do this and do that. But yeah, for the most part. And then she says, do you miss your room? Yes, but not really, because honestly, like, my dorm is cute, so it's okay. Yeah. I just miss, like, having a bigger bed. Yeah, yeah. Because, like, I feel like I'm going to fall off the twin bed at times, but other than that, no, not really. Maryland was cool, but it's not for me. But tell them how you felt when you came home and you saw your room. It was really clean. I was shook. It was like a hotel room. That's weird. Alright, so Maddie Ruth, hey Maddie Ruth, aka Taryn, she said, were they, the students, in any way a part of New York Fashion Week? How early does her class schedule require her to get up? And do you have any regrets choosing to go to school in New York yet? Or what are your most favorable attributes in doing so? So that's a lot of questions. So. Yeah, no, I was a part. Well, the students do play a part in New York Fashion Week because you can sign up to like volunteer and like work at the shows and stuff. And I did that. It was cool. Got to see like a lot of like important people. Like at the one show I was at, like Rose McGowan and like people like that. Like, she's an actress. I know who she is, yeah. Yeah, she was, like, at the fashion show and stuff. It's cool, and, like, you get to meet people and, like, network and stuff. So that was really fun. The earliest classes I have, they're, like, 9 a.m.s, but, like, they have classes that are earlier than that, like, 8 a.m.s and stuff, but I just can't. So I, like, 9 a.m.s. But some of my classes are, like, midday. So all my classes are either, like, starting at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., or 2 p.m. and they're 3 hours long, which is kind of crazy, but it's okay. I don't have any regrets choosing to go to school in New York, like, at all. Like, this is the best decision I ever made in my life, and I would not choose to go to any other school in any other location. Like, I literally, like, I don't know what I would do if I went to a school not in New York.
And you guys, you know, I'll add to this, like, I knew, like, New York was for her, especially when we toured other college campuses, like campuses in Maryland and stuff. She just looked so miserable and so depressed. And so I came home and I was talking to Lonnie and I was like, you know, if she was to go to school here, she would not be happy. We could just see the difference between her and, like, a campus like this or other campuses that we looked at that are around this area. And then when we went to New York, like when she went to New York, she literally it just changed. Her whole demeanor just changed. And when we went to those other campuses, it was just like, why are we going to spend money for her to go somewhere where she's going to have to pick a major for one that she's not happy in, because none of those other schools that we looked at outside of New York offered what she wanted to major in, and where she just couldn't be her best self. So it just didn't make sense to us. So
have you navigated the public transportation? How do you navigate the public transportation system? And if so, what is the funniest thing you saw or did while using public transportation?
Let me say who this question is from. This is from D Post Chat. So, hey. Okay.
Yeah, I've navigated it, but I already kind of knew how to, like, use it. It's really not that difficult. As long as you know the difference between uptown and downtown, you're fine. But, the funniest thing, I don't know. Nothing really interesting has happened yet. So I can't answer that question. But nothing interesting has happened yet. But if I find out, I'll let you know.
Okay, so the next one is, while living in the city, who has helped you the most? Why and how have they helped you?
Who has helped me the most? Myself? No, I'm just kidding. Probably my one professor. She's really nice, and, like, she always, like, tries to help me. And I feel like she sees a lot in me, so she's great. Love her. But I know, like, she, like, inspires me to want to, like, be motivated and work hard. Yeah.
Okay. So Thelma Johnson, hey Thelma, she wants to know, what are the most exciting places that you have visited there so far? Do you see yourself residing there?
That's a great question. I don't know, because everything is so cool. Like, I've been a lot of places. I can't think of, like, one most exciting place. And also, like, you have to remember that, like, I've been to New York a lot, so I've been up to a lot of these places already. So, like, nothing's really, like significantly exciting. But just living in the whole city is, like, exciting. Like, there's just so much going on. And I can only thrive in fast-paced environments. Like, I cannot function in slow environments. So I'd say the whole city as a whole is the most exciting part. And yes, I definitely see myself residing here, which is why I'm not going to put myself in the position to have to not live here after college.
Okay. And then Tonem says, hey Tonem, is the program going as you expected? Do you feel like you are still on the right career path? If you ever find you are not on the right career path, what would your plan be? Would you leave FIT? Well, let's start with the first question. She says, is the program going as you expected?
Yes, it's going just as I expected. I like my major. If I do change it, it wouldn't be until, like, it switches to the bachelor's program, because at FIT, they have the 2+2 program where you go for the first 2 years for your associate's degree and the other 2 years for your bachelor's degree. So if I wanted to change it, I would change it then, but I like my major. It's fine, but I probably will change it because, like, fashion business management, like, once you get into, like, the bachelor's program, it's more about being, like, a buyer, and that's a lot of math, and I don't really want to do that. So I might switch to advertising, marketing, communications, or, like, entrepreneurship or something. I don't know yet, though.
Okay, it says, if you ever find you are not on the right career path, what would be your plan? So tell them your ultimate plan, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people think you went to FIT to be a fashion designer.
I don't have, like, artistic talent, so I'm not a fashion design major. I'm a business major. I'm going to school for fashion business management because, like, eventually I do want to own my own business. But really, like, what I want to be is, like, a creative director of a company. So basically, like, you tell them your ideas, but they, like, make it for you. And you just, like, run the overall business. Like, think of, like, Rihanna with, like, Fenty and Fenty Beauty and Fenty Times Savage and, like, Fenty Puma. Like, she, like, gives them all her ideas, but they make it for her. You know what I mean? Like,
I know
she's, like, a CEO, basically. So, yeah, creative director. That's what I really want to do. I don't think I'm ever going to find myself not on the right career path because I know that whatever I do, I'm going to end up in the fashion industry. So, really, this major can take you anywhere. So, I don't really think Like, I do not see myself switching ever. Like, I know that I'm gonna be in the fashion industry.
Speak it, baby.
Like, I know for a fact.
Speak it. It says, would you leave FIT and see it through or transfer credits to another college?
I would never leave FIT. Never. Period.
Okay, and then it says...
I already answered that question.
Okay. So you did the job title part.
Yeah.
And then you said, or what do you envision? So you did all that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next question, and that's from Tanya Wilson. Hey, Tanya. She says, what would you do differently in high school, if anything, if you could have a do-over?
I wouldn't do anything differently because everything I did led me up to getting to the school I wanted to go to. If I did anything differently, I would just would have started a fashion club or something. But other than that, everything I did led me up to this point, and everything happens for a reason, so there's no point of me doing a do-over if all the things I did in high school led up to this point. So, yeah.
Good question. A good answer. Okay. Shirley Carter says, hey Shirley, she says, how much time do you have outside of school to explore New York?
A lot of time. If you're not a design student, you have a lot of time to spend outside in the city. Because design students, they have longer classes and they have more short-term projects, but if you're a business major, really all we do is long-term projects, so you have more time to go out and stuff. But also I work, so it depends. But yeah, I've explored a lot. I'm always going out.
If you follow her on Instagram, then you know she does do her work though, y'all. I'm like, girl, you doing any work? She's like, yes, mom. Yes. Okay, so Darlene Long wants to know, have you met new friends? Are you watching your surroundings? Are you in before dark?
Sounds like you.
Oh, that's right, Darlene. That's the mama. I don't know if you're a mother or not, but you do sound like me. Okay, so we'll start with her first question. She says, have you met any new friends?
Oh yeah, I've met a lot of new friends. In high school, I'd always be like, oh my gosh, I don't have friends. Nobody here is like me. But everybody at FIT, they're like me. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's a fashion school. People be so rude, but that's not the case. Everybody is nice. You just have to talk to people and know how to have a conversation and you'll be fine. Trust me. You always see me with my friends on my Instagram story. I'm fine with the friends department. Yeah. Yes, I'm watching my surroundings. She made me take a self-defense class before I came, so yeah. Am I in before dark? I wouldn't say that. I can go out at night. It's different. If you're in a city and you go out at night, it's different than going out in the suburbs at night, because there's always people and cops around. So it's fine, especially if you go with a big group. Am I eating my veggies? Yes, I'm a vegetarian, so I eat my veggies a lot.
And then she says, all questions a mother would ask a daughter. That's so funny.
Oh, there's so many.
They want to know. I told you. So she's like, there's so many questions. I'm like, I told you they're always asking me, so let me just let you ask. Okay, so House to Home. Hey, Sharonda from House to Home says, questions. She says, what's it like being independent and responsible for herself without her parents around full time? So some of these are duplicates. So
I kind of already answered this. It's fine because like I said, I have enough confidence in myself and enough common sense and enough knowledge from my parents to know how to function in society. So it's fine. I like being independent. I don't really like relying on other people, and I don't really like when other people tell me what to do. So, I think I make the perfect independent person.
Yeah, she does, and I will say, especially when it comes to money, Kayla's been working for a long time, even when she was home. And if she has money, her and my son both, they will not ask us for money. We'll be like, are you good? Do you need money? And they'll be like, no, I have my own money. If she goes to get something, then I'll be like, well, here's some money. She'll be like, no, mom, I can pay for it. They're both like that. They don't just take from us just because we have it to offer to them. They're very prideful in using their own money and doing things for themselves. So we're really happy about that.
Just say the same thing.
Yeah, so we'll skip that because we kind of answered that. A lot of these questions are duplicates, so I'm not gonna answer them. But Robin Harris wants to know, Kayla, do you cook a lot, and do you miss my cooking?
Well, I can't cook because I don't live in an apartment style dorm, and we can't have a microwave or a refrigerator or anything, so I don't cook. But I do miss my mom's cooking. The only difference now is that, like, since I became a vegetarian, because, like, I never really liked meat before.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably gonna be different now.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I do miss my mom's cooking. She makes good vegetables.
She was borderline vegetarian before she left home, so she really, like, a lot of times she'd be like, I don't want the meat, I just want the vegetables. So now that she's moved to New York, she's, like, transferred over to full vegetarian. And then somebody else says, how is your, oh, okay. Alicia Jones says, hey Alicia, she says, what made you choose New York City over any other state?
Well, first of all, ever since I was like 3 years old, like I knew I was gonna move to New York. Like I have been manifesting this for like ever since I could remember. And it's just something about like living in a big city that's like I just feel like, this is so cliche, but I just feel like everything I need like for the career path I'm going down is there. Like every opportunity is there, celebrities live there. Like it's just inspiring to see everybody else like being inspired. And when you live in the suburbs, you can't do that. And I feel like if I did go to a regular college, like I just wouldn't be happy. It's like she said, like when we went to go visit regular colleges here in Maryland, like it just was not the same. It doesn't have the same appeal. Like I don't feel inspired. Like I feel so motivated when I'm up there. Like I feel like I'm on the path to do what I need to do when I'm up there. So
yeah, and you thrive off of energy. So energy is like a big thing. People's energy is a big thing for you.
New York is just a place for me. Yes.
Okay, and then okay. You already answered the roommate question. And then okay, and then Leonore Perez. Hey Leonore, she wants to know, I think you answered this, are you considering moving to New York when you graduate?
I'm not considering it. I know I'm going to move to New York when I graduate.
You going to move to New York when you graduate?
I'm moving to New York when I graduate.
So you're staying in New York.
If I don't live in New York, the only other city I would ever live in is like San Diego.
Okay. And then Decor Galore wants to know, how long is your program?
Well, the program is 2 years, but then you don't have to like reapply if you're already like you just either switch your major or stay in your major and then do the bachelor's program for the next 2 years. So basically it's 4 years, but you have the opportunity to change your major, and it's not like a difficult process like at other schools. Like you just change your major.
Yeah. So your first major is going to be what? Say that again.
Fashion business management. I'm not exactly sure what my second major is going to be. It'll either be advertising, marketing, communications, which is kind of harder to like switch over to that major because you have to take like the bridge classes, or entrepreneurship or something along the lines of that. But I just know that's one of those. But yeah, please excuse my voice. I'm so sick. I'm sorry.
And she breathing all up in my face.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, guys, I hope you feel like she answered all of your questions. We are going to wrap this video up now because, like I said, she leaves tomorrow morning, and we have a lot of stuff to do. We gotta go see she's hungry. I'm hungry. We gotta go see my mother, and we have other things that we need to get done while she's here. But yeah, so thank you guys, and thank you.
Thank you for asking me questions. It's nice to know that you guys care.
I miss you so much, but yes, I think she made the perfect decision for her. Too. And like I said, when we went and looked at that school, I felt it was the school, her dad felt it was the school, and most importantly, she felt it was the school, and I think it was a perfect choice. And I think that it's gonna really help all her dreams come true. And I can see her doing big things. I've told her that from day one. Oh my God,
you're gonna make me cry.
And I've told you that from day one. I told both of you, her and my son both. I've told them, their futures are so bright. It's blinding me. It's blinding me. But anyway, y'all, I want to say, if you're new to the channel, hey y'all, hey, I'm Anita. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the family. To all my returning subscribers, you guys know how I feel about y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know y'all mean the world to me. And if you happen to be stopping by and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below in red and become part of the family. Also, don't forget to hit your notification bell so that you don't miss any videos that I upload. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thanks for rolling with your girl, and Kay.
Thank you.
I love y'all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.